Hello class, we're starting our last unit for this semester, which is all about linear equations. So we're looking at linear equations in two variables. How do I find the slope of a line from points or graphs is the essential question. Your learning intention is, I'm learning to identify linear equations in two variables, find the slope of the line, and write the equation in slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and in standard form. So we've got two warm-up questions. Using the quadratic formula, solve the following. Do you remember step one? Step one was finding A, B, and C. Pause the video, see if you can do the two warm-ups on your own. Okay, let's try this. What is A? A is 3. What is B? -7. What is C? -6. What is our discriminant? It's equal to -7 squared minus 4 times 3 times -6. Use a calculator. Make sure you use the negative symbol, not the minus. Okay, I end up with 121. Step one, find your discriminant. Step two, find the square root of your discriminant. The square root of 121 is 11. Okay, now let's finish it up. What is the opposite of B? B is -7. What is the opposite? +7. First time we add 11, and we divide it by 2a. 2 times 3. 7 plus 11 is 18, divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Second time, same as the first, only you subtract. 7 minus 11 over 2 times 3. 7 minus 11 is -4 over 6. That simplifies to -2 over 3. 2 goes into both top and bottom. Okay, since I've shown you how on that one, if you did not try on your own, please pause the video and try the next one on your own. Step one, find A, B, and C. I hope you tried. A is 5, B is 14, C is 8. Find that discriminant. 14 squared minus 4 times 5 times 8. Okay, when I do that, I end up with 36. Square root 36. Square root of 36 is positive or -6. Apply the rest of your formula. What is the opposite of B? The opposite of 14 is -14. Plus 6. All over 2 times 5. -14 plus 6, they're opposite signs, so I subtract. 14 minus 6 is 8. Keep the negative sign on, and it's over 10. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, simplify. They both have a factor of 2. -8 divided by 2 is -4. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and you are done. Now the second answer is found the same way, but this time you subtract. Negative 14 minus 6 over 2 times 5. Negative 14 minus 6 more is negative 20 over 2 times 5 is 10. Negative 20 divided by 10 is negative 2. And now you've found both of your solutions. Okay, hopefully finding the slope will be something you've seen before and done before and feel quite comfortable with. So your formula is the change in y over the change in x. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. It's also called rise over run. It could be called slope. You will also see it called rate of change. Okay, so we're going to find the slope that connects the points on these 4 segments below. Step 1, identify x and y. Now, because the slope doesn't change, it doesn't matter if I start with this point and goes to the second or vice versa. So my suggestion is you start at the first one and go to the second one. This will be y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. 6 minus 2 over negative 12 minus 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Negative 12 minus 4 is negative 16. I cannot leave it that way. I've got to simplify. Both 4 and 16 have a factor of 4, so I'm going to factor out 4. Negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And that's your slope in simplified form. For the next one, okay, the change in y, negative 6 minus a negative 2 over 10 minus 10. Okay, you never ever minus a negative, you plus the positive. 6 plus 2 is negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4 over 0. 10 minus 10 is 0. Can I divide by 0? No, you cannot. So this is an undefined slope. And if you notice, the x's will always be the same. So the equation is x is equal to 10. Okay, pause the video now, or you can wait till the last one, but you need to pause the video on one of the two and try it on your own. I hope you paused and tried it on your own. xy, xy. So my slope is equal to negative 19 minus 2 over negative 9 minus negative 3. Okay, negative 19 minus 2 more will be negative 21. Negative 9 plus 3, you don't minus a negative, you plus a positive. Negative 9 plus 3 is negative 6. Okay, negative divided by negative is a positive, so the slope is positive. Can I simplify? 21 and 6 have a factor of 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and we're done. Okay, if you did not try the last one on your own, this time you need to pause the video and try the next one on your own. Pause it, please. I do hope you tried. So this is x, y, x, y. (15 minus 15) over negative 30 minus negative 3. 15 minus 15 is 0. 30 minus negative 3 is 30 plus 3, which is negative 27. What's my slope? It's a 0 slope. These are kind of opposite, because this one will be perfectly vertical, this one will be perfectly horizontal. So if we're looking at the y values, what are my y values? They're always going to be 15. Y is equal to 15 is the equation for that line. So, okay, now we've got 4 graphs that we're going to do. And when you do these, you need to look at rise over run. You're actually creating a right triangle. This one has the 2 points to use marked for you. So I go up 1 box. I go right 1, 2. This is a positive slope. It starts at the bottom and goes to the top. It goes in the positive direction. Okay, for the next one, if you notice, it is in the opposite direction, so we know that it's going to be negative. We're still counting our boxes. 1, 2. So it goes down 2. It goes right 1, 2. Negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. So notice how you're forming right triangles. Okay, for the next one, okay, is it going up or down? It's going neither. So that means it is 0 over. I go over 2. 0 divided by 2 is simply 0. And this is a horizontal line. For the last one, I go down 1, 2. Do I go right or left? No. So the 2 over 0. This is undefined. I cannot divide by 0. Okay, you've got two problems to try on your own. Please pause the video and see if you understand how to find the slope on the set of points and on the graph. So pause the video now, please. Well, I hope you tried on your own. X, Y, X, Y. My slope is equal to negative 2 minus 8 over 12 minus a negative 13. Even though it's negative, you still have to do the minus the negative, which we don't really do. Negative 2 minus 8 more is negative 10. You don't minus the negative, you plus a positive. 12 plus 13 is 25. Can I simplify? Yes, 5 goes into both, so this is negative 2 over 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2, 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay, if you did not try that one, please pause now and see if you can do the final one on your own. I hope you tried. If you're looking at this, the hardest part for me is to see where it goes across the corner of a box. I see a spot right here, and then as I come down, go down further, here's my next spot where it goes across and intersects the corner of the squares. I know it's negative, so I'm going to put the negative sign in so I don't forget. Now I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go down 5. How many do I go right? 1, 2, 3. Negative 5 over 3. Can I simplify? No. So, how do you know when you're successful? You know you're successful when you can identify linear equations and two variables, find the slope of the line and write the equation in slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and standard form. So this is slope, which is rise over run, which is the change in y, or delta y over delta x, and it might be called rate of change.